So peace everyone, welcome to another episode of Music No Industry. My name is Aquil. Tonal high frequencies, what I represent, makes sense. It's out right now on all streaming platforms. Traveling Light will be coming out and new music will be coming out from Traveling Light very soon. Also look out for videos from my music I will be putting out. So without further delay, the topic of this show is top 5s and top 10s rap artists, hip hop artists, and why I don't do them anymore. And it's funny because right before making this vlog, a good brother hit me up, a good friend, Dre hit me up and asked me to participate in a competition of judging the top 100 or so songs, hip hop songs. And it's not his list, but he just asked me to be on his show about it. And I said, sure, why not? So it's ironic. It's funny how, the or the multiverse works. So I say all that to say, top 5, top 10s. They're fancy, they're nice, and they're fun to do. It's just a fun way to put things and size things up and play mental gymnastics. But usually you see top 5s, top 10s in sports and entertainment. And music is entertainment, but more things that are not as subjective. So sports, you can argue top 5, top 10 because of stats, because of performance, because of winning percentage. These are things that you can actually tangibly measure, whereas music is more subjective. You like who you like because of your experience, because of your perspective, and everyone has a unique perspective. No one's perspective is the same, and why would you want it to be? So, not to be negative, I remember when I used to participate in these top 5s, top 10s. Quick story, there's a hip hop 101 class at Temple University, passive program that I used to participate in. I don't know if they're still doing it. If not, peace to them and shout out to everyone that was in the class. Hip hop 101, we had, who's the top 5, top 10. And a lot of artists that I would put in the top 5, top 10 at that time were artists that were not popular. So artists like Redman, artists like Munch, artists like G-Rap. And the reason why, I have very particular reasons. Example for G-Rap is, to me, he's a style father. What I mean by style father, meaning that a lot of people were influenced by him, and he influenced a lot of what we consider the greatest artists of today. So your Black Thoughts, your Nas's, your Big Puns, Big L's, Raekwon's, I think that he influenced. So those are some legendary hard-hitting artists, and to me, he influenced those people. So he gets props for that. Pharrell Munch, to me, his form of rhyming, to me, is some of the most complex, most diverse, most unique styles I've ever heard. No one rhymes like that. Even back in the days with Organized Confusion, no one was rhyming the way he was rhyming. It's just, the stories, the concepts, the flows, it's just like unbelievable to me. But that's my thing. I'm looking for the technical, the different, the unique. But some people might not be looking for that. Some people might just be looking for something that they relate to, something they feel, something that they just want, light, airy, enjoy, whatever. And I can't knock that. So saying that to say that it's very subjective. I remember having this discussion not with rap music, but with music, singing. Someone saying that Erykah Badu was the greatest singer, and she couldn't separate Erykah Badu being the greatest singer from Erykah Badu having the greatest voice. For instance, to me, Whitney Houston has one of the greatest voices of all time, but she's not my favorite artist. But I can acknowledge that she has one of the greatest voices of all time, and probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest singer. But one of my favorite singers has always been Gladys Knight. So I'm saying that to say I can separate, but sometimes people can't. And hey, music is subjective like that. It shouldn't be objective. It's very emotional. It's very personable. It's what you like. And to narrow that down to 5 or 10 people, to me, is impossible. The older and older I got, the more I was like, there's too many artists out here, number one. There's too many things to measure if we're even going to have categories to measure how, what an artist's criteria is of what makes them great or what separates, top 5 to 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. So to me, it's, it's fun, and then, it's a nice conversation, for whatever, but I don't have a top 5 or top 10 anymore. There's not 5 artists that I want to listen to over and over again. There's not 10 artists that I would want to listen to over and over again. I listen to all forms of music, all types of music. To all styles. I can't. Why would I want to narrow myself down to 5 or 10? I don't have 5 or 10 that I want to listen to over and over again. Eventually, I would get tired of it, and I would want to hear something else. So, what say you? Do you have a top 5 or top 10? What is the criteria? I remember years ago, Kumo D had like a criteria for what he considered the top 5 or top 10, or how he judged artists. What would be the criteria? Is it flow? Is it voice? Is it content? Is it beats? Is it hooks? Is it lyrical ability? Is it lyrical complexity? Is it lyrical simpleness? Is it, the layerness of the lyrics? Is it the albums? Is it the album sales? Is it how much money they have? Is it the deals they were able to sign? Is it who they're married to? Or who they're with? How many men and women they've been in their bed? Like, what's the criteria for the music? It's all subjective, So, and if you were to make a criteria, what would be, now here's a top 5 or top 10 for you. What would be the top 10 or top 5 things, or 20 or 15 that you look for in order to base what you would judge an artist off of? What is that? What are we looking for? Because to me, your beat selection is very important. Your flow is very important to me. Your content is very important to me, and I'm listing them in the order of what I consider important. The hooks are very important. The song, the message is very important, and the albums are very important. I don't care about the album sales. If it hits me, it hits me. So, what say you? What is the criteria in order to actually judge artists off of who's, the best for you? Not top 5, top 10, all time, just for you. Who's the best? What is the criteria for that? What say you? Leave your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. Like, share, subscribe. New music will be coming out soon. Traveling Light will be coming out. Make Sense is out right now. More videos will be coming, and look out for the next one. All right, until then, peace.